This week on the Steam Machine podcast, well, it done seems that we done found ourselves down in one of the levels of hell with the unknown and a talking skull and a hell of a soundtrack. I guess that only means that we played Metal Hellsinger! Cue the music! I'm going to have to find a metal song to put in the beginning instead of our normal, because that's just not going to fit. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Steam Machine Podcast. My name is Dalton, and joining me, as always, is one half of the...
Good afternoon, or morning, or evening, or whatever time it is on Mars, wherever you're hearing this. It's Willie. How are you doing?
I am doing well, my good sir. And also joining us is the man with the plan. His shirt says Japan. The one, the only, Team Retrogue!
You know, I love when you go all in on the intros and Discord noise gates it. So when I listen back to the episode the next day, I get to be surprised by how it actually sounds.
I'm going to guess he went for like a Dio scream at first and then turned it into a death metal thing. That's what it looked like he was doing.
You are correct. I did
Dio into
nice.
Dio death switch? Yeah, we know that.
I did the siren into the in the cue. The music was the growl. So
Cool. Nailed it.
Meanwhile, Dalton's parents are looking into the door of his room going, what the hell is going on in there?
Dude, they don't ask questions. What's funny enough is whenever I do vocal covers and stuff, I'll be done and I'll walk out and my dad will go, oh, what were you singing in there, man? I could hear you doing harmonies and stuff in it. He said it's always funny to him to hear me just doing harmony first, and he'll be like, what the hell is he doing? And then I'll show him the cover and he'll be like, oh, okay, that sounds really good. He goes, dude, I could only hear you doing the and he's like, I was very confused.
I mean, they'll never question it because they're your parents and they love you. But you know they're deep down inside. They're like, huh?
My mom probably. My dad doesn't like the growling so much, but my dad's been playing guitar for 50 years. So
yeah,
I don't think he's too, actually, I think more than 50 at this point. He's older than I give him credit for.
He is a vampire.
But I am so much older than, I'm younger than that now. What have you boys been up to? Mik, let's start with you. You're wearing a black shirt.
You know, it's just pure coincidence that I always end up wearing this shirt when we have to record.
It makes you feel good. It's all good, man. We all got a lucky pair.
I literally just grabbed it. I was weed whacking because I don't know if I ever told you guys. I did something stupid and bought a lawn Roomba.
Yeah, you told me about the lawn Roomba.
So
because Dalton theorized that it was gonna fling animal poop everywhere.
Oh, that's right. No, I have to clean the animal poop the second that the dog makes it because dogs got worms.
Oh.
Probably was born with said worms. Probably doesn't have them anymore because he finished his medicine to get rid of them. But the medicine that gets rid of them also leaves some really gnarly poops that I have to clean up.
Ooh.
Yeah. So no, the lawn Roomba's doing very well, except for the fact that it doesn't edge. No edging jokes, Dalton.
You think you know me?
God, you want to know the next words out of my mouth? I have to go out there with the weed whacker to take care of the edging.
Yeah.
Get it out of your system. I know you want to.
On this day,
You just gotta whack it, dude.
I see clearly everything has come to light.
He's doing a wrestling theme joke.
He's good and thorough.
And thorough.
That's not what. Well, that's what I was doing today. Was I went out and I just got the lawn nice. We're going away this weekend to Lake George. It's one of those stupid weekend trips where you like get in a car, you drive for like 4 or 5 hours just to get there late on a Friday. You have all day Saturday, and then you're coming home on Sunday. So it's like you barely got there and you're driving home again. But this is one of those trips we're doing for the kids, so I kind of just have to suck it up and deal with it. But we can't. I was gonna have the dog boarded but I can't have the dog boarded until he gets a positive fecal sample, which I'm not ready to get yet. So I've got a friend who's watching him this weekend, and my dog kind of sucks. I'm waiting for him to learn how to dog, and I'm trying to teach him how to dog, but he doesn't want to learn how to dog. He just wants to live and exist and sleep in his crate.
Well, that's what puppies do.
And
I relate.
Just wait. Yeah.
yeah, but like, I don't know. It's like he's afraid of literally everything. So like yesterday, I got so mad at him. I went to go take him out of his crate to take him for a walk. And as he's walking out of his crate, he steps on his squeaky ball. Squeaky ball squeaks. He freaks out. Just freaks the heck out. Takes off. I let go of the leash because he's moving that fast that I just like he will drag me. So now he's dragging the leash across the house. Goes and hides here in the studio. Poops the whole way down.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's everywhere. The hallway, in the kitchen, in my office, on my freaking laptop charging brick.
Yeah.
And I had
He's a good dog and thorough.
I had just cleaned the rugs. I was so mad at him. And I don't know. We're trying to get him to socialize. He's really good with my son, so that's good. But he's just afraid of everything. I've never had a dog this scared of life before. Like I have to close his crate to force him to socialize, to come out and socialize.
Do you have any idea what the life experience was like before you got him?
All I was told was he did not have the easiest start to life, quote unquote.
Then there is your answer, sir.
Oh.
That is why he is scared of everything. You have to give him lots of love and show him that he doesn't need to be scared, and that's just going to take time. Yeah. I've dated girls like that, dog. You gotta, I hate to make that comparison, but like, you just gotta be nice, take it as it comes, help them through whatever it is, and then they'll leave you for somebody else. But the dog probably won't do that, so you'll be okay.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he'll get there, but right now it is very difficult. He's adorable. I love him, but he's difficult. I almost told my wife and son to go on the trip without me. Oh. To go on the trip without me, but my wife won't go on the trip without me. So, yep, we're leaving him in my friend's hands. And next time we go on vacation, he should have a clean bill of health, and I'll just be able to have him boarded. And there's a nice place the next town over that he'll be able to, hopefully have some other dogs teach him some things, like how to be a dog.
Got some dog mentors.
I'm a dog.
Yeah.
Eat some dog Mentos.
No, he needs, pretty much. So I don't know, what else have I been up to? Very little gaming, and I apologize in advance, Willie, that I only started playing the game for the show yesterday. It was more because of life than because of anything else. But we'll get into that a little bit with the show talk. I have played a couple of other things in the meantime, just because, I don't know, I was looking for like mindless stuff to do like a half an hour before bed while I'm laying down, and Hellsinger just did not seem like a game I should be playing right before bed.
Yeah, it's not a Betty Bye type of game.
So really just two games, off the top of my head. One is Mina the Hollower, and
hell yeah,
I started playing it.
I'm excited to hear more about that one.
So for somebody who doesn't like getting himself dropped into the mud, I'm really enjoying getting dropped into the mud with this game, and I really think it just has to do with the Game Boy Color aesthetic.
It's so good looking, man. I love that they brought back, like, it looks like Link's Awakening DX almost.
It's a lot harder than Link's Awakening DX.
So I'm told, yeah.
You guys are going to be playing Dark Souls, and from what I hear about Dark Souls, the first boss will be, will just rake you right into the mud.
Yeah, it starts off with a check.
So, yep, same here. The first boss will start you off with a check. So, you don't dodge in this game, you burrow, which means you have to jump first. And when you're jumping, you hold the B button down, and you'll go underground. And when you're underground...
Is it B for burrow?
Sorry. Hopefully you can edit that cough out. I didn't have a chance to hit mute. when you go underground, you're immune, but you don't stay underground. You come out, and when you come out, if you come out under the enemy, you will take damage. So what I've been that cough threw me off. So that first boss is a check because you have to learn that mechanic. It's not just a matter of jump. It's not just a matter of hitting a dodge button. You have to jump and then you're immune. So you start to see the boss like move like he's about to attack. You kind of you have to anticipate that like one tick earlier because you have to get the jump in. And,
okay, that sounds fun.
And so the first boss raked me through the mud. There's a lot of platforming. That raked me through the mud. And then I got to a point where I found I got myself into a loop. And once I got myself into a loop, I was able to farm. The currency is bones instead of souls. So instead of leveling up, you bone up.
Nice.
And boning up is very similar to leveling up in Zelda 2, where you get to pick.
Oh, okay.
You either pick attack, defense, or magic.
That's cool. That's a system I haven't really seen come back in a long time.
So, and then there's like another one where you can just save your bones. It turns it into what's called bone stone, and that levels up too. So it takes more bones to even level that up. But let's say you're leveling like attack, and your attack is really, really up there, but you never really leveled up the bone stone thing. You can have a certain amount of bones like get put away so where you don't, even if you die, they're still there. And then when you're ready, you go down into like a burrow. There's like a base that you can access at checkpoints, and you can put the bone stone through a machine and it processes it into bones, and then you can use that to level up.
Now,
you also need that to buy stuff.
the machine that turns things into bones, is that called a boner?
It's actually called a deboner.
Deboner. Okay.
Actually, deboner was a trinket that I got because you could power up with trinkets in this game too. And that made it so that bosses drop more bones, but then at the same time they bounced around, so they were harder to grab.
Oh, that's a hell of a trade-off.
It was really good it's really good if you have a spot to grind in, like a spot that doesn't have pits, because then you beat the enemies and then you're fine. But it reminds...
I love magnets and stuff in games, though. I prefer to have my currency pulled towards my guy.
And there's a magnet trinket, too, so you could combine the two. I just haven't gotten the magnet trinket yet.
Oh.
So, what else do I want to say about this game? Even the
What weapon do you use? Because I know people have said that, like, some people only got, like, horizontal attacking weapons or whatever, and they feel like they're struggling against diagonal moving things.
They're all horizontal as far as I know.
Okay.
I've only worked with two. One is a flail, and that's a little bit more long distance. And then the other one is a twin dagger, which is very much in your face.
Gotcha.
So I actually started with the twin daggers, but I think I'm going to switch to the flail just because I feel like it gives me a little bit more wiggle room, like between myself and the enemy.
Why do I suddenly feel like we're talking about Monster Hunter all over again?
It's definitely more like Dark Souls because you have to learn even the regular enemies' patterns or you're just going to get freaking wrecked. There is a accessibility option, so you can make yourself take less damage and you could like toggle a whole bunch of stuff on. I haven't touched it because it turns off achievements.
Yeah, someone has shown me the accessibility menus for it, and yeah, it's really granular, like insanely so.
You can make it as easy or as hard as you want, and just if you make it easier, you're not gonna be achievement chasing.
I hate to compare it to this, but 2K26 has a lot of settings that you can mess with that basically will make it. You can basically make it where reversals and kicking out is super super easy for you. And the AI just like is shit. Like, you could really make
which
it
is probably how I'm going to play that game.
Yeah, play it until you get used to it. Like, I have a good balance now on where I play on hard because legendary. There's things that happen on legendary difficulty that make it unrealistic. If that makes any sense, like they reverse you too much. They will always kick out of at least two of your finishers. So. Like, I play on hard.
Turns everything into a Triple H pay-per-view match.
Yes, so I play on hard mode with the sliders set a certain way to have it just be a fun, realistic, but fun experience.
Yeah, that's actually another thing. I picked up a copy of 2K26 for the Switch 2 for like $20.
It's a pretty good deal.
It's actually was $40, but I had a $25 gift card. Well, it's like $45, and I had a $25 gift card. But, wow, what a pain in the ass it was to get my hands on that game. Because I bought it at Walmart, which is where it was on sale, and they said, oh, you can have it, like, at your door by 2 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, I just ordered it online. I'm like, now I don't have to go to Walmart. It doesn't show up. And then I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it's like, it's delayed. It's like infinitely delayed. Like, just no, like, update, no nothing.
That's weird.
Very weird. So I go to the store, and I'm like, well, it's right down the street anyway, whatever. So I go to the store, and I'm like, where is it? I can't find it. It's got to be there, because this is the store where I was having it being delivered from. And I found it. They had one copy. It was hidden behind 2K25. So what probably happened was that they went to pick it, didn't bother to look, just looked at the front case, and said, oh, we don't have it. We're just going to mark it as delayed. And so I went and I talked to one of the employees right there in the electronics section, and they were like, oh, well, we can't do anything. You have to cancel the order. I'm like, well, I used a gift card. Well, you have to have the gift card. I'm like, I don't. I threw it out. And so they're like, well, you got to go up front. I'm like, okay, fine. So I go up front. The guy's like, you have to cancel the order. There's nothing we could do. Like, you don't have the gift card? I'm like, no, I got rid of it. And so he's like, well, we can't do anything without the gift card. So finally I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, it's right here. Like, all you have to do is scan it, and like, all you have to do is go get it, scan it, and hand it to me, and I could be the quote-unquote driver. And they're like, no, we can't do that. So I canceled the order right in front of the guy. I'm like, fine, I canceled it. And then he's like, okay. He's like, let me see your phone really quick. I'm like, okay. He takes me to my wallet on the app, and the gift card is there. So I'm like, oh, good. So it saved as a digital thing. I'm like, great. So then my order's canceled. I walk back there, and I pick up my copy of the game.
I thought you were going to say it was gone. Somebody bought it.
Yeah, that's where I thought it was going to.
Well, no, because it was still hidden behind 2K25, so nobody knew it was there except for me.
There was a fucking nerd that works at McDonald's, Jesus Christ, at Walmart that's going to be mad as hell when he goes to get his 2K26 and it ain't there anymore. Because he hid that bitch hoping that no one would find it.
Well, yeah, because the people that saw it was like, why is this other game here? This other game isn't supposed to be here. It could also be very much that because it's Walmart, they just thought it was the same game.
Yeah, that's true. They just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's one of them WWE fighting games. They just put it over here with the others.
So I haven't played that yet. It's still I haven't even unwrapped it yet because I wanted to give Metal Hellsinger at least some time before I got into the weeds with that. And the only other thing I've been up to game wise is my son has been very fascinated with Star Fox ever since the Mario movie.
Oh, cool.
And he doesn't know Star Fox other than, oh, he was in the Mario movie. Or that character was in the Mario movie. Like that's his introduction to Star Fox. And so I was like, okay. I'm like, I think you're probably a little young to really understand how the game works. Because he's only 5. I'm like, but do you want to see some of it? And then if you like it, I'll put it on your Switch. And so I booted up Star Fox 64 on my Switch, and I had it on the TV, and he just cuddled up right next to me in this cute little daddy-son moment. And he just watched me play, and he was asking questions, and I was answering them. And then, like, I don't know, halfway through the second level, he's like, Daddy, I don't like this game. I'm like, why not? I don't like the way their mouths move.
And it scared him, and he jumped up and he ran across the hall and he shit all over the floor as he ran.
And then I cleaned that up, too.
I threw it underneath the lawn Roomba.
So I said, okay. I said, all right, honey, no big deal. I said, tell you what, kid, the new one's coming out in a couple of days. I'm like, when it comes out, why don't you sit and watch me play that one and let me know what you think. So it came in today. I'm not a fan of the new Star Fox, by the way. It's got a nice coat of paint, but it takes away so much from the original. The dialogue is just bad. Not to say the dialogue was great in the original Star Fox 64, but it was a lot more intense. It was a lot more emotional. This game, it just feels like high schoolers reading lines.
Fox, get this guy off.
Yeah, like, oh, Slippy's voice is terrible.
They should have stuck with the Super Nintendo voices.
So I haven't started that yet. I've just been kind of looking up, like, just preview stuff on YouTube and the like and all that. And I'll give it a fair shake, but I don't know, something about the original N64 game just it hits. I think it's just nostalgia goggles because that was my only 64 game for a very long time. Back when I was a kid, like, I bought the 64 with birthday money, and it came with Star Fox, and I couldn't afford anything else, so I just played Star Fox.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Star Fox was one of the 2 games we got with our N64 too. It was that and Diddy Kong Racing, so that definitely has a lot of nostalgia for me as well. Because they had the Rumble Pack. Rumble Pack, baby!
Pack, yeah.
Made that controller heavy as hell.
No, but that's it, and I never took the Rumble Pack out. Like, I always had that thing in.
Yeah. I was so used to the weight of the controller with the Rumble Pack, I wouldn't take it out for games that didn't support it unless I had to have a memory card in the controller.
Every time.
You'd appreciate this, Willie.
Yeah.
This is what I used to play Star Fox 64. This is a controller
hell yeah.
by 8-Bit Do, but instead of the joystick here, it's got the C stick, it's got the A and B buttons and the big old start button. And then up top here, it's got L and R, but then these are both Z buttons.
Oh.
So if you're playing, like,
that's kind of neat.
Smash,
it's like a hybrid of...
Yeah.
I was like, that controller was designed for Smash Brothers.
It probably was. Mm-hmm. The original, though, because if I'm going to play Smash Brothers, if I'm going to play modern Smash Brothers, I'm using this.
Yeah, once you kind of get your hands accustomed to playing Smash on a GameCube controller, just the way the jumping and stuff feels is so right.
Well, also the analog L and R.
I thought you were going to say the way the analog stick has the hexagon or octagon gate. I always really liked that.
That's true too. This is a beautiful controller. I've used the GameCube controller for years. I got so used to the feel of it, where the button placement and everything. Like, if I could get away with using this on other games, I would.
Yeah, the problem is that the GameCube controller has that really strict hierarchy of buttons, you know what I mean? So in games where every button is, like, equally important, it feels really bad.
I mean, it actually... This is the Nintendo Switch version, so it actually puts in the extra buttons. Like, there's a little button here that's supposed to be left bumper. It's just a tiny little button, but they actually put it in. And then you could use... Sick. Yeah, so this... Theoretically, you can use this for other games. It even has, like, the home and the screenshot button up at the top.
Huh.
So
that's neat to put it at the top so it still looks more like the old school.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I don't know. I've been getting into getting, like, a lot of the old nostalgic Nintendo re-releases. Like, behind me, I got the new Virtual Boy thing that you're able to slide the Switch 2 into.
Yeah, the Headache Maker 5000.
I haven't done anything with it yet. It just is a cool decoration.
It does look cool.
I'm just kind of surprised they chose to acknowledge the Virtual Boy, because they'd been, like, pretending that didn't happen for decades.
Right?
Yeah. And, like, they finally come around to it being like, oh, that's our nostalgic fuck-up. People kind of have a happy feeling about it. At least it wasn't like Sega didn't bankrupt us.
And the sad thing is I would really enjoy a Game Gear Classic or like, even if a handheld came out that looked like the Game Gear. The closest they've come is an Amronic handheld that's basically a screen inside a Genesis controller.
So that's more like the Sega Nomad, though.
That's true. Dang.
I always wanted a Nomad, so that thing stayed on my mind for a long time, even after the Genesis was no longer the going system.
My brother got a free Nomad when he worked at Toys R Us because
that's sick as hell.
Well, he had a skeevy coworker who was known to steal from the company, and skeevy coworker put the Nomad, a box full of Nomads, into the trash compactor. Ran the trash compactor, but didn't run the trash compactor to actually crush it. Just ran it to, like, push it outside, and so he pushed it outside. And then when his shift was over, he drove around back and got the box. And then he just handed my brother one. He was like, "Here you go." Damn.
I mean, that's tactical.
That Nomad is long since gone. I've never seen it. My brother, I don't know when he had it. I don't know when he lost it. I wish he kind of
That's why it's called a Nomad, man. They wander around.
I wish he still had it because that Nomad has a hell of a story behind it. I might find him one.
Yeah.
Like next time I go to a swap meet or something and see if I could get him one. Just for the nostalgia's sake. Just to be like, hey, remember that thing that you got stolen or that a friend stole for you? Here's one, legally purchased.
Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to my Game Gear. It's probably long gone.
I can't believe you had both of the 8-bit Sega systems, Dalton.
Yeah, dude. I do. My Master System's right over here on one of the shelves, and then I had the Game Gear thing.
Because I feel like I knew relatively like 1 in 10 Game Gear kids, and then no Master System kids.
And now you know one of both, son.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never even seen a Master System in person.
Really? Vamp for a second.
Oh, I thought he was going to go take a piss. He's going to get his Master System. Dalton, it's
He
still
sure is.
technically not in person.
I was actually looking to see if it's even still on this shelf over here, because I think I might have put it up.
Oh, he'll still work?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I still have...
He's not Alex kidding about that.
Oh no, that's Alex Mack, not Alex Kidd. Oh, there's
No,
Double
he's got the
Dragon.
Double Dragon game there.
Here's one that I would love to do the PC versions for the show. Right?
Oh, Carmen San Diego.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely, like, if we start doing, like, I know that the idea of the show is, like, Steam backlog is the primary thing, but I really would love to do retro computing stuff, like old, like, MS-DOS, Commodore, Atari type games.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't we do one of those this year?
well, I know for a fact Willie and I have done one before with Paganitsu.
We did Paganitsu, which was an MS-DOS game, but I'm talking about even older than that.
I'm talking about Tex Murphy.
Oh, well,
Tex Murphy is pretty retro, yeah.
I just have to show this one.
Yeah, I would say that's at least a GOG game, you know? That's definitely back that
I
far.
had to show this one just for Willie, but
I thought that's what you were going to pull out the first time, actually.
Shanghai.
He's got Shanghai, which is the Mahjong solitaire game that was really popular on 8-bit computers.
And somewhere over here in this mess of fucking games and shit, I have Phantasy Star, but
Hell yeah.
which is like probably the thing that I own that's worth the most money as far as video games go. But yeah,
He's got Phantasy Star Offline.
Dude, I used to play Phantasy Star Universe a lot. Like, too much.
I remember borrowing like a copy or playing it at a friend's house or something, the Dreamcast. I didn't have a Dreamcast, so I must have played it at a friend's house, but I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did they remake Phantasy Star for the Xbox original or something like that? Maybe that's how I played it.
Phantasy Star
I'm
Universe.
also pretty sure... Well, Phantasy Star
Okay, that might be.
Phantasy Star Universe was the... I played that on Xbox 360. I'm pretty
That
sure
might be
those...
too late for what I'm thinking
I'm
of,
pretty sure
then.
those servers are long since shut down, but...
It would be awesome if you could whip out your old Xbox 360 and play like Madden and Rock Band 2 against people.
I have Rock Band 2. I have the whole band set downstairs. I still have all that shit. I keep my Xbox...
Rock Band 1 was my most played Xbox 360 game. That was literally why I got the thing.
I keep my Xbox 360 around strictly because all the tracks that I've downloaded aren't accessible anymore.
That's right, yeah.
So
if you want to play whatever Muse songs you have on there...
yeah, I don't think I have any Muse. Well, maybe I do, because I downloaded a lot. But yeah, I have Rock Band 2 and 3, but I will primarily fire up 2, because that's what I bought DLC for the most. I think some of it carried over. I also have... look. That crappy game that Dalton likes. Annie has the PC version.
Actually,
The crappy game in question was Final Fantasy 11, by the way. Since we're not a video podcast and you can't see that's what he held up, followed by flipping Mik off.
So,
Oh, and PS2. Damn,
question
you're
for
just all over
you.
the place.
Question for you, Dalton.
Does that add up to a Final Fantasy 33?
That wasn't my question.
Okay. I answered his instead of mine then. Sorry.
Don't pout.
Oh my god, I said that so quietly. I looked at my waveform now, and Dalton's going to have to amp that up for anyone to even hear it.
Or he could leave it alone and we could just hear how pathetic it sounded.
It'll sound even more pathetic when it's bass boosted. Trust me.
Yeah, fair. Anyway, I can't ask Dalton a question because I made him go down a nostalgia trip on his shelf over there, so he's not anywhere near his mic. It's kind of funny. I can say anything I want right now.
can you?
Oh, hey, Dalton's back.
I'll say I never
What's
even
up, man?
muted, dude. I was just being quiet.
Question. Is it feasible to still play... I think the servers are down. Never mind. I take it back.
I still might have an answer.
What was it
going
gonna
to
be?
To play on PS2, 11 on the PS2, because I'm working on revamping my PS2, and that would be kind of cool if I could get into like private server or something with it.
No, they shut down support for the PS2 and the Xbox 360 version a long time ago.
Got it. P server though?
I think I know you can do private servers on computer, but I don't know if they work on console.
Gotcha. That would be kind of fun for like 2 seconds, maybe. So, I'm good if someone else wants to go.
Willie, what you been up to, man?
Let's see. I saw a couple more birds. I got my bird count up to 10 now, so I've gotten double digits. We
are talking about the animal, not the attractive women.
I'm not like British. I don't call people birds. Unless they're the band The Birds. Those guys are birds too, but they're spelled different. Where was I? So I saw a little house finch, and I was like, I'm only counting it if I see it and can confirm that I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing. And so I was looking at it, and I had the Merlin app to listen to it, and it was like, it heard a house finch. And I looked at the picture of it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, because it was super distinct. It had like this gradient up to a rosy red head, and it was really pretty and cute, and I liked it. And I was only able to see it through my binoculars because it was like chowing down in a gravel driveway quite a good distance away. So I was very happy that I got that spot. And then I finally found that mockingbird in my backyard that's been making a bunch of noises that fools the heck out of Merlin. It came over into my backyard and was sitting on the top of a utility pole and just singing its heart out. And it again fooled Merlin into thinking it was a blue jay and a cardinal and a belted kingfisher.
Fantastic.
That was
Merlin
pretty
app's
cool.
really cool, dude.
I love it. I mean, and even with the mockingbirds, like 80% of the mockingbird songs, it still is like, okay, I know it's trying to be a crow, but that's a mockingbird song. Like, it picks up most of them. So when it fools it, it's kind of impressive. Like, imagine if you could sing so good that you messed Shazam up and it thought you were like the Clash.
Oh, that would be cool. I would be happy.
That's how the mockingbird do.
That's like when I uploaded an Aussie cover and I got hit with a fucking like straight copyright flag for it. Not even just a warning. It was like, no, you got a fucking flag for this. And I was like, oh shit. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Nice. That is pretty cool in its own way. Aside from that, like, gaming wise, I've been playing a lot of, I mentioned this to you, or I sent you a couple screenshots or something and you correctly guessed what it is. But, so it's called OpenTTD. And it's basically like an open source re-implementation of Transport Tycoon Deluxe, which is a game where you have like, a world map or whatever, and you build, transportation to it. You can build roads and bus stations. You can build train tracks and trains and stations for those, sea and air transport as well. And actually it's surprisingly a lot of fun. Like, if you use the default settings, the game starts in like 1950. You play through 2050 to get your score, and you can keep on playing after that. But over the time, like, new technologies come available, so there'll be like new kinds of trains and planes and automobiles.
Oh yeah. While I'm thinking of it, dude, speaking of the games like that, Epic is right now giving away Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition. So
apparently I already had that from a previous giveaway, but I did get the other one that you mentioned, the platformer.
Shoot. God. Sign Epic now. Do it now.
Yeah, you gotta claim that one. That's
I always...
So...
No, go ahead, Willie.
Oh, go on. No, please. I was just going to whip back into Transport
I was just going to say the thing I liked about Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 back in the day, and still do now, which I think when we did an episode, we did the first Roller Coaster Tycoon, right? Or did we do 3?
We might have done 3. That might be why I own it.
That's a possibility.
Did we do that, or I thought we did Planet Coaster.
I know we did Planet Coaster.
You guys did Planet Coaster.
But I thought we also did Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I am so confused. Sorry.
No, you're okay. Let me look through our episodes, or let me Google it. Actually, that'd be easier. But anyway, when they implemented not only the water park stuff into 3, but the zoo stuff, I really enjoyed that a lot. Yeah, we did. Fucking hell. Okay. We did Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. So yeah.
That's got to be why I have it then.
Well, there you go.
Gosh, it's so funny because I used to always wonder how people that do like podcasts and Let's Plays are like, I don't remember making that joke, and now I'm like, I don't remember entire episodes. Damn.
It's like, wait, we played that? Really? Okay.
I mean,
one of these days someone's gonna trick me into playing Blair Witch again.
It's been what? This show's been going on
Yeah, it's
for
been-
what, 6 years at this point?
It was 6 years this month. We forgot to mention that on the last episode. But yes, June 6th was 6 years that I've been doing this.
Hell
And
yeah.
I think it's like 4 or 5 for you, Willie.
That sounds right.
up
Yeah,
there.
I think I got there at the end of the second year, beginning of the third year, somewhere around there.
I think I'm getting very close to year 6 on my channel, too.
Congrats.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, then you've been spending a little bit too much time on it. You overworked yourself on it and almost were sick enough to miss this episode.
Oh, yeah, so...
Sorry, I didn't want to spill your beans on the show, but
Oh, no, it's
if you
fine.
don't want to talk about it, we can cut this.
That's fine. That's why I keep coughing. Yeah, I'm off for the summer, and I didn't get summer school, so I'm a full-time YouTuber for 6 weeks. Hopefully, I really want to try to get to 10K subs by September. So I've been grinding.
Yeah, good luck with that, man. But yeah, make sure you don't overdo it with your work, because staying up late and
I slept all day today because I freaking overdid it.
I do that a lot of the time lately.
So anyway, Willie, you back to what you were talking about.
Yeah, so one interesting thing about this game is so it was available on Steam, like for free on Steam, and it still is kind of, but because Atari wanted to start distributing the original game again, they kind of made a deal with the people that work on OpenTTD. So if you want to install it on Steam, you have to actually own Transport Tycoon Deluxe on there. However, if you go to the website, you can still download the binaries for any system you were going to play it on anyway. So, and then inside the game, you don't need to have the Transport Tycoon files. There's what they call the OpenTDD files. So you could just download like trains and graphics and sounds that are, free to use, essentially, that are equivalent. Kind of like Freedom, for instance.
Well, that's an
So
interesting
that's kind of how I've
concept.
been playing it. Yeah, because I guess what they kind of realized is, the game is sort of a re-implementation of the formulas and stuff in Roller Coaster Tycoon. So I guess it is a little bit dubiously free. So they're like, you know what, man, if Atari's just going to let us be in exchange for making that the Steam requirement, fine. At least they're not going to come after us with lawsuits,
Yeah. That's I like how Steam and GOG both have started doing that, where like they put really popular mods or open source versions on the store, and they're like, yeah, as long as you own the original, dude, fucking add this to your library and play it to your fucking heart's content.
Yeah, so I guess it would be kind of like a source port if they had access to the source. Yeah. Like in the Doom world, we would call this a source port.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. The first time I played it, I really over-focused on buses and started trying to expand cities by just manually plonking down roads all over the place. And then I got kind of bored after a while, so I made a second file where I did not allow myself to do anything with roads, only railroads, helicopters, airplanes, and boats.
But you did have your citizens on their own build a road straight into a harbor, which is pretty fucking fantastic.
That is really fun. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason they just built a road that led straight from the rugby grounds directly into the sea. I have no idea why they did that, but it cracked me up really hard. And on that same file, I ended up actually playing it to the year 2050 and getting a score, and I got a score of 900 out of 1,000, giving me the title of Mogul, the second highest possible rank.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I just picture the people being like, we never lose rugby because losing team takes loser road. Loser road never ends up at home. You never go home again.
You play rugby with sharks.
They call it blitzball down there.
You'll play with the Elbed.
Oh no, anything but that.
Oh man. I don't know why we're giving them Russian accents, because I used really British sounding city names on that file.
I don't know. That's just, for some reason, the road that leads to death just made me think of Russia.
It did feel like something that was just something kind of Eastern European in general. You have shame country. Let's see. But yeah, so I'd recommend it if you I don't know, the cool thing is the cities do a lot of expanding on their own and stuff, and so one thing I thought was fun was just watching how things grew together and trying to encourage them almost to become like trading partners and stuff through building rail and sea setups. And you can also do direct industry stuff, like you can build a train line from a coal mine to a power plant and just sell the coal there for money, for instance, to finance your early game. So there's that. There's passenger lines all over the place. You can do cargo, passenger, etc. It's neat. There's a lot more variety than you would expect from a game that just sounds like I put train here.
I have it in my library because when I was on that old Tycoon kick, I was like, oh, I should check this out sometime, and then I just didn't.
I just got it because I was looking up, open source games that let you, do simulation-y stuff, and I didn't really want to do a factory game at the time, and I saw that on there. I'm like, you know what? That kind of sounds like it would scratch the itch I'm looking for while being a little more almost SimCity-like.
Oh, that would be a fun game to go and do for the show sometime. One of the older SimCities.
Yeah, I was thinking City Skylines would also be pretty fun.
Yeah, City Skylines would be great. I just have very vivid, great memories of loading up a beautiful city in SimCity and just like summoning in aliens and watching it just wreak havoc. It was great.
On my grandma's Mac, we had the SimCity CD-ROM version, so it had a lot of cool expansions over the original that before the 2000 version came out.
When I was in high school, they had SimCity 2000 loaded up on the computers in the computer lab. And
yes, sir.
Apparently, in that game, if you typed in the words PORN, a random voice would just show up and just be like, "Can't get enough." And that was it. That was the joke.
That's awesome.
That's kind of great. I love those weird old cheat codes that didn't do anything useful at all.
Yeah, 100%. Just do it and make it like the Tomb Raider one that just made Lara explode.
Yeah. Or like the codes where it's like they thought you would try to type in the Konami code, so if you did, it did something that messed you up instead. Or like I think in Heretic, if you type in the cheat codes from Doom, it screws you up in like the exact opposite way of what you wanted.
Oh, that's awesome. So, I was thinking of...
So like if you do IDDQD, it just kills you. IDKFA, I think, takes away all your weapons.
Oh, my God.
Oh shoot.
I was thinking of, was it Rise of the Triad, where you turn into a dog?
Dog mode! Yeah, that was Rise of the Triad. Hell yeah, dude. Rise of the Triad was just full of shit that they just put in that game because they thought it would be cool, whether they thought it would make a good game or not. And I appreciate that sentiment.
Yeah, IP Freely.
Yeah, exactly. There was literally a character named IP Freely. Like I feel like that game kind of had like the same attitude as Mortal Kombat, where they're just like, "Fuck it, this shit would be cool."
Yeah, this is cool, so we're gonna do it, and people are gonna like it.
Like you can see video of in the filming for the original Mortal Kombat, they're dealing with the Scorpion actor, and Boone and Tobias are in the room, and one of them suggests, "Hey, don't ninjas use like ninja ropes to grab people?" and just invents the idea of the "get over here" move on the spot. Like that wasn't something they were originally scripting out to do. They just kind of thought that would look cool, be like a cool ninja trick, and he did it, and they're like, "Yes!"
I saw that clip within the past few months, and yeah, that's so cool. Where he's like, no, it should be more like a spear, like a ninja spear.
Yeah,
grabs him and grips him and yanks him towards him. Yeah, it's really cool.
You know, funny part about that move is that move isn't just like wrapping the rope around somebody and pulling them in. It's like it's going into your body.
Yeah, that's what made it Mortal Kombat. Yeah. You know?
So what I don't understand is like if it's going right into your chest and pulling you toward, like, how is that not piercing your heart and killing you instantly?
Have you seen the special effects in the cutaways of the more recent 3D Mortal Kombat games? Because I think they stopped caring about that before they made any games.
Yeah, this is fair.
I was gonna say
the only one
the
I've played
X-rays
recently is the one that we played for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you had your ribs crushed, your skull smashed, and your testicles exploded, but you stand up and keep fighting. All right, good for you.
That's what I loved about Mortal Kombat 3 is a lot of the explosive fatalities. You'd have like 3 skulls and 2 rib cages pop out of your body, you know?
Yeah. One thing I do like in the new one is the brutality sometimes just happens. So like when you're sitting there, you're doing a combo and you'll just throw an uppercut when they have low health and you'll just punch their head off. Boom! And it's just done up brutality. Yeah. It's good.
That's pretty sick.
Stuff. Is there anything else you've been playing with?
I thought I had something else, but I don't really remember what it was. I have a fun piece of trivia that I learned from a YouTube video the other day. And I did double check it to make sure it was true because it sounded so silly it can't be true. But I learned about the origin of a French word. So, in French, the word for... Let me make sure I have the exact phrase correctly. A transom window, a little window that you have like over a door, is a vasistas. And the reason it's called that is because occasionally when Germans would visit, they didn't have transom windows in Germany at the time. So like Prussian visitors would come to France and point at it and be like, was ist das?
I was about to...
And the French started thinking that's what it was called.
As soon as you said was ist das, I went, are you fucking serious?
Yes.
That's the...
Yeah. It just spelled out like it's a French word instead.
And for those that may not know, that is German for what is that?
I was going to say, it sounds an awful lot like, what is that?
Yeah. Was ist das?
Yes.
And dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I just really liked that one. So when I heard it, I'm like, I think Dalton will really like that. And I kept wanting to type it in chat. And I'm like, I'll share it on the show. I think he'll like that a lot.
I guess that just leaves me, eh?
I think I'm done, yeah.
Yeah, Dalton, what have you been up to?
Well, they recently added a Hoyoverse game to Steam.
Yeah?
Previously, the only one that I knew of that was on there was like Honkai Third Impact or whatever it was, and it's not. I tried it, and it wasn't really the one I liked. Honkai Star Rail, that game's fire, but that's on Epic. But they added Zenless Zone Zero to Steam.
Oh yeah, that game.
Okay. I feel like I hear about that more than the other ones that are than the original Genshin, actually.
It's really flashy. It's action packed. It's fun. It's got a giant bear character that you can play as, and he has like this big fucking thing that he uses as well. He's awesome.
Isn't this the turn-based one?
No, that's Honkai Star Rail. That game is fucking way better than it has any right to be. But so is Zenless Zone Zero. But Honkai Star Rail. So these are two of these style of games that I would love to do for the show, but we all make the agreement, no money to be spent. We're going to grade it as a free-to-play game. And
funny story.
Yeah.
It is rated as Steam Deck playable, which means that there's no anti-cheat getting in the way.
That's good.
Oh, well, that means that Willie could play it.
Yeah.
I know Linux... Dane talks about Linux and notoriously having a lot of issues with anti-cheat.
Yeah, that's kind of like the one big thing that like is a problem with Linux gaming for the most part is certain anti-cheats require kernel-level permissions that only Windows is willing to be shitty enough at security to let them have.
Yeah, and I wonder if they put Zenless... I wonder if that was a requirement for being put on Steam. Was like, yo, this has to work on our handheld.
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not verified. It's just playable.
Well, that's better than nothing, though.
Yeah. Actually, I should take a look at what that means, because now I'm interested. Learn more. This game...
They don't have it certified, but that it does work with some tweaks.
The game shows Steam Deck controller icons. The game's default graphics configuration performs well on Steam Deck. Some in-game text is small and may be difficult to read. Entering some text requires manually invoking the on-screen keyboard. Some functionality is not accessible when using the default controller configuration, requiring the use of the touchscreen or virtual keyboard or community configuration. The game's launcher setup tool may require the touchscreen or virtual keyboard or have difficult-to-read text.
Let me just, I don't know if we've ever given them a shout-out before, but a fucking huge shout-out to anybody who makes the community controller configuration shit.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Because you load up an old game that's not really meant for controllers, and you go in and you find one of those that's just like, hey, I made this work on an Xbox controller here. And then, boom, it works perfectly. You people are fucking angels.
Yeah, unsung heroes.
100%.
I've done a configuration, actually, for Final Fantasy XIV for the Steam Deck. Not that it needs it, but I actually did this really cool, like, in-the-weeds controller config where I could switch my jobs quickly. I can mount quickly. I could go into certain menus quickly. And I was actually able to make radial menus, and the menu icons are icons from the game because I downloaded them from Square Enix's website.
That's
pretty sick,
cool.
dude.
Yeah, it was a lot of time. And then, I haven't played 14 in a while, but when I do go back to it, it's there.
So when I didn't have internet for a few days, I couldn't get 2K26 to load up because it was telling me that to launch it for the first time, I needed to be on the internet, even though I've got, I think, almost 200 hours into that game. In fact, let me just see, 236 hours, actually. So I was like, fuck, All right, let's find something else to play. So I loaded up Bookshop Simulator.
Oh, cool.
And what a cute little game, man. You just go through and you get books, you fill your shelves, you sell them to people. It's the same style game as all these other games that are, but it's selling books. The card pull aspect of it, like TCG, you know, where you're like wanting to open the packs to see if you can get the cool, is you buy boxes of used books.
Oh, that's a fun idea.
And much like the signed Anne Rice copy that I have, that was just a used book in a used bookstore that Ryan and his wife found. That's how you find like rare books, like first editions or signed copies, and then you can put them on your special shelf, and people buy them like that. It's a fun game. I've been enjoying it. But the needle is still firmly in my arm. That is Path of Exile 2.
Oh boy.
So here's the thing with Path of Exile 2, and one of the reasons that I want to do Path of Exile 1 with you boys is that we three could play that game and see the same things, but play completely differently.
That's a very famously build-oriented game.
It reminds me of what I used to love about World of Warcraft. When I would level up, get a skill point, open up my skill tree, and I had 3 different sections of trees with like 3 sections of skills that I could spend and build my own build, right? I never really used build guides, but I would like to build my own stuff. And then expansion by expansion, they dumbed that fucking down until you had one tree and every level you got like 1 to 2 choices. And it was like, this sucks. And then
You mean in Warcraft or in Path of
World of
Exile?
Warcraft. So I had been pining for something like that for ages. One of the reasons I really like Project Gorgon, because there's so many skills to level and stuff that it's like I can focus on what I want to do, not what everyone's like, oh, you have to do, this is the meta build, and I understand from what I know about Path of Exile is that in the game stuff people get very much like that, but I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I'm not looking to be the best player so I could give a shit, you know what I mean? But the amount of freedom that I have when I open up that skill tree and I'm like looking at the skills and I'm like, okay, so for instance, on my witch right now, the quote unquote build that I'm doing is strengthening my summons. So I'm like giving my skeletons more damage, more HP and things like that. And then I'm going to branch off from there once I get a little further up, and I'm going to decide where I want to go. And just the thought of, okay, so I'm going to do these skeletons and then maybe I can go over here and get some more magic damage, or maybe I can come over here and it's necrotic stuff, or like there's so many different branching choices that I can make that I'm just like rubbing my hands together like, oh man, I cannot wait to get further in and just really delve deep into it. And I've heard people say the way to play Path of Exile is to get a character, max it out, do all get to the end game stuff, delete that character, start over. Now you know what you're doing. Make your character and do it the right way. And I'm like, I don't know if I would delete my character though. I might just make another, but I don't know. But really, really enjoying it, dude. It's like Diablo, but with like a little Souls-esque-ness to it in the second one. And it's really been a fucking blast. Played a little Mega Man 11 while I didn't have any internet. Little Wrestling Empire.
Is 11 one of the well-regarded?
No, it's a new one. I don't know if it's well-regarded.
I was gonna say, you don't say no.
I don't think it's well-regarded. That was the question. I'm not saying it's bad.
It's got very positive reviews on Steam.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck me then.
Yeah, fuck you, Mick. There it is. See? I told you I'd work it in sometime during the episode. Yeah, it's an interesting little like 2D style, but with like 3D animations and stuff. It's very cute. Hard as fuck though, like all the Mega Man games are. Just a hard piece of shit, but awesome. And I love it. And I've been hankering for a Trials game.
Trials?
So I wanted to play Trials Fusion, but I didn't have it installed when I didn't have internet. So I did have Urban Trial Freestyle, which I don't know if it's either an early version of a Trials game or just a rip-off version of a Trials game, but it was just okay. So I reinstalled Trials Fusion and was playing that. Man, dude, I don't know what it is about those games, but they're fun as hell. With like the physics, trying to race to the end.
Aren't those racing games?
Kind of. It's like you're racing against a timer sometimes to try to get bronze, silver, or gold in the time trial. I guess that's the better way to put it, as a time trial. But they're like physics-based. So your bike, you have to like platform and do stuff with your bike, and it's I don't know, it's a fucking good time. It's a good time. And if we did it for the show and we all three had it in our libraries, it would compare our scores. So we would just be constantly trying to compete with one another.
Not a terrible thought.
Which would be fun. Because Lord knows, even though I don't talk to him anymore, and he's kind of an ass, when I'm playing Forza Horizon 6 and I go through a speed trap and I see that Jeremy's got a higher score than me, I immediately beat it.
Jeez.
Because fuck him. I'm number one in that game, bitch, not you. One thing I did want to bring up, because there was a bunch of showcases that happened, but usually we cover them on the show, but we're kind of doing this late. So they announced Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen. So they're doing a Dark Arisen version. That. And I am fucking hyped. That. I am excited for that, dude, because it looks like the pre-order is available now.
Oh, wow. For
the Dark Arisen expansion, and it is going to cost me $29.99. The fucking asshole. They couldn't have made it cheaper for me that already owned the game. God damn it. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm still looking forward to it, because that was what made the original Dragon's Dogma like the next level, was when they did it. It's kind of like when Persona released Persona X and then Golden, Royal, whatever they do, you know, which I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, you know, what if Persona 6, so for the Patreon section, one of the other questions I was thinking was, what would be a good game to have a metal soundtrack? And I was like, man, what if Persona 6 came out and it was just all Japanese heavy metal? Because like 3 was like punkish, popish kind of music. 4 was very much like K-pop, or not K-pop, excuse me, J-pop.
J-pop, yeah.
And
very good soundtrack, though.
Oh yes, Signs of Love is my alarm to wake up in the mornings.
Yeah.
Persona 5 was more jazzy, so just give us Persona 6 with some fucking heavy metal. And speaking of heavy metal, we this week played a game called Metal Hellsinger, and it was one Willie's pick. And before I ask him what made him pick this, we have some obligatory Wikipedia bullshit. Metal Hellsinger is a rhythmic first-person shooter video game developed by a Swedish developer, The Outsiders, for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. It is published by Funcom and was released on September 15th, 2022. It received positive reviews from critics and was nominated for a British Academy Game Award for Audio Achievement at the 19th British Academy Games Awards. The game mixes elements from both first-person shooters and rhythm games, drawing particularly references from the rebooted Doom franchise. While navigating demonic game world, players are faced by an array of demons and accompanied by a heavy metal score. The players deal extra damage if their attacks are synchronized to the beat of the music, with additional instruments joining in as the fury meter increases. The game also draws on elements of the bullet hell genre, which I was not expecting, and we'll touch on that, with large number of projectiles in the battlefield in some fights. Players have a high level of maneuverability, able to double jump and dash forwards in midair, as in Doom Eternal, and maneuvering is the key in those bullet hell segments. The game is divided into 9 layers, who would have guessed that, each of which culminates with fighting an aspect of the judge, the game's antagonist. So, Willie, I could probably guess, but why'd you pick this?
We've done so many lengthy RPGs, and I wanted a chance to play one that we could play for a few hours and be thorough about, or play all the way through and discuss. And I was kind of hoping to get some time to make up some ground on the RPGs I hadn't finished yet, although that didn't actually happen.
Fair enough. Well, then let's get into some first impressions then. So when you fired...
So why did I pick this particular game?
Yeah,
I mean, and not just why did I pick this kind of game. It's one I really wanted to play. I got it a long time. I think you gifted it to me actually, about a year ago. And I played the tutorial in the first level, really enjoyed it, set it down and just didn't get back into it. And then I'm like, I want to play it. It looks good. I think Dalton would really like it. I think I'll really like it.
Yeah, you weren't wrong.
I wasn't sure if Mick would like it, but I was hoping he might, because I thought maybe the rhythm aspects would make it fun.
Yeah, I know he's not usually our Boober Schumer first-person shooter boy, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, even then, this one was a little bit more forgiving than other Boomer Schumers you've put me through.
If it makes you feel better, there are going to be days that I pick shooting games that are first-person shooters that Willie's probably not going to like, nor you probably not either. I don't know how y'all feel about tactical shooters, so...
I never really gave it much of a chance. If you mean like a Rainbow Six type thing, I really haven't tried it.
That Arma or shit, what's the name of that cop game that I have? Ready or Not. Very much like a squad based going in. It's fucking hard. It's very, very hard. In a different way than boomer shooters are, though, because boomer shooters also kick my motherfucking ass too sometimes. There'd be some Doom.
There's a lot of specific stuff you got to learn.
Yeah. So when I remember first hearing about this, I believe we started the show in 2020. This game came out in 2022, so it would have had to have been around when you first joined, or like not long before that I was watching. I think it was the Xbox showcase or something. It was like one of the, game of the year or, Summer Games Fest things. And they were like, oh, here's this game coming out. And it was like, here's this first person shooter game. And I'm like, okay, this looks like Doom. And I'm like, this is a killer soundtrack. And they're like, with famous metal singers. And they started naming people. And I was like, oh shit. And they're like, and it's a rhythm game. And I'm like, what? It was immediately like, this sounds like the coolest shit ever. And then I never got around to playing it. So I'm glad that we did.
Yeah, it really sounded like someone just built an ideal game for me in terms of, basically it's Doom, but also a rhythm game. Count me in,
Yeah, and before we get into first impressions, I will say that this game has made me want to find more good rhythm games to do.
Hell yeah.
Because I do love a rhythm game. Well, Willie, you picked it. So what was your, let's start with you. What was your first impression firing it up?
I mean, the first time I played it, it was exactly what I expected it to be, You're kind of Doom Eternal adjacent controls, but doing stuff on the beat to this sick-ass metal soundtrack. The first level is this cool-ass icy hell, and I just was immediately like, yep, this is what I signed up for. Like, I would say that it was no surprise. Like, if you have had the game's concept explained to you, it is exactly what you expect it to be.
Yeah, and the first voice that you hear singing in the music is Mikhail Stane, I think is how you would say that.
What? I'm right here.
From Dark Tranquility.
Yeah, who also does the boss themes, I believe.
Yes, he does the boss themes all the way up until the final boss.
Right, except for the final boss, right.
Mik, what about you, man? What were your, did you have trepidations going into this knowing it was a boomer shooter? Like,
oh yeah, of course I did. But I do have a couple of, very interesting first impressions that I shared with the group when I started playing this game. It had been a kind of a crazy couple of weeks, which I went into a little bit. So I didn't spend as much time on this game as I would have liked. But firing it up for the first time, two things stuck out at me. One, the protagonist is female.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which immediately made me think, this is a Dalton game. Because we know Dalton likes his women with DSL.
Demon-shaped legs? Yes, I agree.
Yeah. We don't actually see her lips. But part of the premise is that the main character loses her voice. And if her voice was that of a metal singer, then, maybe she does. We don't know.
Made himself sick with that joke.
Second impression, why the fuck is Sam Elliott narrating this game?
It does.
It is absolutely Troy Baker doing his Sam Elliott impersonation.
Yeah, he's like.
It sounds exactly like. Yeah, it's the stranger. It's the stranger from Big Lebowski, almost exactly.
100%. Like if they did a fucking DLC for this, where the dude went to hell and I'm gonna help him get out of it. Like it would just make sense to me. Like I'd be like, okay, he's just dropping in to see what condition that the devil was in.
But that was like I was like, am I starting to play a video game, or am I watching The Big Lebowski again?
I know not long after you sent those messages, we got another message with, dude, this music fucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Oh.
It's the most important thing if you're making a rhythm game is you got to make the music make you want to play to the rhythm, and it definitely succeeds.
To the point where my son was in the same room while I was playing, and he stopped what he was doing to watch me play because the music was that intriguing to him.
Nice.
You should have been like, all right, son, so to the beat, you got to do this. And teach him
he already knows.
Start banging his head. Yeah,
he already knows how to headbang. Yeah. I taught him that at 3.
Oh, yeah. Early learner.
Yeah.
You got to make sure to shake loose all the weak brain cells.
I mean, those are my immediate first impressions, so everything else I have to say was game talk.
All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I fired it up, and I'm like, all right, let's go. Heavy metal, rhythm game, shooter. I'm in. I'm loading into it. get to the main menu, go in, make sure all the settings are right and everything, and I'm just like listening to the theme on the main menu, and I'm like, this is already cool. And I'm looking at the character, and I'm like, oh, that must be the final boss or something. They're just teasing it. And you click it, and she like holds up the horns and flies out. I was like, oh, maybe not. And then it goes into the whole story. And loading in, I just started watching those little things go by, and I just started tapping my foot. Mm-hmm. And I didn't stop doing that while I played the game. And that is just, so there's a weird thing for me, and tapping your foot is normal for most guitar players, right? When you're trying to keep a tempo, like you do the tap. When I start trying to do things quickly, like when I'm shredding on a guitar, my tongue inside of my mouth is just flicking back and forth as fast as I'm strumming. And it's like helping me keep the pace on strum. I know that's really fucking weird, but it's like, I don't know if that picks up on the mic or not, but it's like I sink my tongue down under my bottom teeth, and I just run it back and forth in my lower jaw, and it just helps me keep like strum pattern. And as strange as that is, if I'm ever around you guys, like if we do a meetup like we'd like to do one day, and I'm playing guitar and I'm trying to just shred something, watch my mouth, because you'll see my cheeks just slowly, just like slightly vibrating, because my tongue's going fucking nuts keeping tempo. But so I found myself doing those things while I was playing this, and I fucking loved that. And that is my first impressions.
That's pretty awesome.
So
one of the things that's really interesting, early thoughts, is the game has a really cool way of encouraging you to keep your score up. Because the longer your combos are, the more special combinations of moves you do, and the longer you go without getting hit, the larger a fury meter builds up, which does two things. Well, it does four things, actually. The first thing being it gives you a score multiplier. The second thing being it means that you gain more ultimate meter as you get hits in. The third thing is that it gives you more damage per attack. And the fourth and most important thing is it adds tracks into the music. And when you get up to 16x, that's when the vocals kick in.
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking, and it's so good, too, because, like, that build-up, it's just building and building and building. It's almost like we were talking about edging earlier. It was almost like they're just edging up. And when you finally hit that 16 and you can just hear the drums just like, and then it just kicks in that guitar, and you can tell you are there now. And all of a sudden the vocal will come in just like, and oh, dude, it's so fucking good.
And conversely, if you're starting to get hit and the vocals go away and you're like, oh no, I thought he's just saying he won't be silenced, and now he's silenced. What happened to my singer guy?
God damn it. That is why once I got the skull, so you can just shoot the skull and you don't have to hit anything and it'll raise your meter up.
Yeah.
I would run through levels just constantly clicking that keep and beat. And
I thought that might be why you had such a much better score than me. You probably had their full fury meter full up at all times.
At all times, dude. I didn't want... Dude, let me tell you, I heard those songs loop like 2 times sometimes. Like the entirety of them. I didn't give a shit. I just wanted those vocals. Like, it was so fucking good. Specifically, when you're getting into, I think it's the second or third level of hell, when Stygia came on. So, like, no offense to Mikhail Stane from Dark Tranquility. He's a really good vocalist. But when Alyssa from Arch Enemy, or Ex-Arch Enemy came in, I was like, holy shit, this bitch got such a good voice.
That's where I started rocking out, too.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, though, like, those levels get hard. Even on Lamb difficulty. I'm barely hanging on by the time I get to the aspect at the end.
Yeah, so we could talk about the difficulty levels real quick. There's 3 built in and 1 you get at the end of the game, which basically it's Lamb, Goat, and Beast. Goat being kind of your medium difficulty level. You can revive twice if you die at the expense of points. Lamb is much more forgiving with the beat, and the enemies have less health. And then conversely, Beast, you have to be on beat a lot more often or you're going to be in trouble. And then there's if you finish the whole game, there's a separate mode called Archdevil, and you actually have to play through the levels again. You have to unlock them over again in order on Archdevil difficulty. And it's kind of like I was going to say Nightmare, but it's not like Nightmare in Doom 2. It's more like Nightmare in Doom Eternal, where it's just like the hard mode, but not like the joke hard mode.
Yeah, I played through on Lamb. Just
okay.
I wanted to be able to see the whole game. But even still, I had there were times where it got crunchy, you know what I mean? But I do not think I died once playing through this game.
Damn.
something clicked with me with this, that I was just moving and dodging to the beat of the music, and it was like the music was just carrying me through. It just had me doing everything I needed to do, to the point that on later on in the game, the level Acheron, which is Randy Blythe from Lamb of Fucking God, by the way.
Hell yeah, it is.
I got what was it? I have a screeny of it. Let me find it.
You had like a top 50 score in that level, I think.
Yeah, for Lamb difficulty. I do want to preface that it was for the Lamb difficulty, but yeah, I got 22,593,618, and that put me at number 42 on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
And
for comparison, I was scoring around 6 to 7,000 million, or 6 to 7 million a run, but I was also playing on GOAT, so I was getting my combo broken a lot more often. Probably.
Yeah, more than I can guarantee that. Yeah, I will tell you this: I will play this game again at some point on a harder difficulty. I don't really.
Yeah, I think that I want to try Archdevil, but it even has its own scoreboard, so that's going to be special.
I just want to test my rhythm ability because I know the rhythm thing gets more and more precise.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
I did want to ask: did you calibrate your? Did you do the audio lag calibration when you first started the game up? What about you, Mik?
Sorry, ask me that again. No, I didn't have to do any audio calibration. I was playing this actually on the ROG LIX.
Oh, okay.
So the speakers are right here, headed right toward my face. So I didn't really feel the need to. Everything felt pretty snappy. Plus the fact this is 120 hertz refresh rate screen, and I didn't realize while I was playing it that I only had the frame rate locked to 60. But even then, holy crap, did this game look buttery smooth on this thing. I think I have to try it, boost it to 120. I don't know if it'll hit all the way to 120, but man, the game looked beautiful and just buttery freaking smooth. Having it kind of this close to my face too also helped keep rhythm because there's just less less input lag between what I see and what the buttons are doing.
Yeah, so I had to calibrate mine because I was using these same Bluetooth headphones I'm using right now.
Oh, so you had audio lag.
I had audio lag, and I'm also on an HD TV that isn't built for a computer monitor either.
Yeah.
So I had visual lag and audio lag that had to be calibrated separately. And before I turned on the NVIDIA, there's like an NVIDIA delay thing in there. I can't remember exactly what it was called. But when I turned that on, it went from being like 150 milliseconds and 100 milliseconds to like 40 and 90. So it was a lot more playable.
The reflex latency?
Yeah, reflex. That's the one. Yes.
Yeah, that shit can really help out and stuff like that, where you need precision. Yeah.
I was really surprised about how effective it was because, like I said, I'm playing on very poor hardware for rhythm games, Bluetooth headset and a TV instead of a low refresh rate or low latency monitor. So, like, I should not be able to play this game at all. And I did kind of struggle a little bit because of that at first, and I had some technical issues which I'll talk about later.
I want to say I do want to thank you, Willie, that you didn't really spoil anybody who was in this game for me as far as vocalists go. I don't know if you just didn't know, or
it was more along the lines of I figured any of them that you would have remembered from being excited about them when you first heard about it, and otherwise they would kind of catch you off guard and stuff because it's like, and I knew enough of those names were very recognizable that like for me Arch Enemy was like the selling one, but I know for you being like, oh shit, Soilwork, oh shit, Lamb of God, you were like marking out when you got to the later stages.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say is that like I remembered Serge Tankian being in this game, and if you know me, you know that like other than Aerials and then a couple of album cuts, I think System of a Down is one of the most overrated bands of all time. Right? That's just me. So I was not really excited.
I thought Serge did a pretty good job in his theme in this game. But I mean, he was given a job that would be, as long as you have a decent yelling voice, it would be hard to fuck up.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that he did do a good job in this, and I think maybe it's because it wasn't System of a Down. But then again, I say that, and his solo stuff sucked too. So, I don't know. But so I'm playing through, and I'm like, okay, Dark Tranquility. I've got a couple other songs on one of my metal playlists, and I'm like, okay. Arch Enemy, all right. Fuck yeah, we're rocking out now. Yeah. Oh shit, Tatiana from Ginger. Oh fuck, okay, so we got the female representation.
Yeah, that's That's one I really only know about from you. So like, I was happy to see that because I'm like, oh, Dalton told me about this one.
So the next one, I'm like, Matt Heafy from Trivium. What? Oh, I've seen Trivium live.
Hell yeah.
The next one, James Dorton from Black Crown Initiate. Holy shit, I've seen Black Crown Initiate live. What the fuck? That's awesome. Next level, Bjorn Speed Strid from Soilwork. Fuck! Are you fucking kidding? I've seen them live. Then I get to Acheron. And at this point, I am like so hyped up. And it just says Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, who I've also seen live multiple times. And I was just like, oh, I'm locked the fuck in. And I think that's why I did so good on that.
That's what you credited. You're like, thank you, Randy, for helping me keep the beat.
Dude, I was like, holy shit. The rivers of
I was blown away that you had like a top 100 score. Meanwhile, I was posting like 50,000-ish on everything place.
And I was so locked in. I was just like, dude, this is so fucking awesome. And now I'm looking at the 2 Dream of the Beast DLC songs, and I'm like, well, I got to get that at some point because they're done by Will Ramos from Lorna Shore and Christina Scabia from Lacuna Coil.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, bro, I love both of them too. Fucking hell. They're killing me. But while we're talking about the music, because Willie, you brought this up off mic, I want to bring it up because I read through it and now I see what you mean. There is a DLC for this game called The Essential Hits. You can
Yes, it's a very bizarre collection of songs you can replace the soundtrack
So, yeah,
So you just heard all these bands we mentioned, like very well known within the, even the entry level of more hard metal bands, like, Trivium and Soilwork and Lamb of God. These are ones you've heard of if you listen to anything harder than Metallica, essentially.
Yeah. And the Essential Hits DLC is 8 songs. Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. Okay.
Which kind of makes sense. That one makes a little sense. Okay.
Uprising by Muse.
Kind of weird, but I could see it maybe working on some of the more sort.
Is that the burn day?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay, I can get the beat of that song. That I don't particularly care for that song, but I can get why it's there. Misery Business by Paramore. Now here's the weird thing: there are metal bands that have covered that song.
I actually really like that song.
I feel like I've heard that song enough at this point that it's kind of like background noise to me.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's always on Lithium at some point. So
yeah,
as long as you know, it was never my intention to brag. Tsunami.
God, it just feels so good.
Tsunami. Original mix by DVBBS and Borges, which I'm guessing is probably a dance song.
Yeah, I can't say I know that one.
Runaway, You and I by Galantis. No idea. Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillaz.
Very, very off the usual soundtrack of this game.
Yeah, you're just running around hell. Windmill, windmill, fall the line. That makes sense, right? Yeah.
I fucking love that song, but it is a weird choice.
I Love It by Iconopop. And Personal Jesus by Depeche Mode.
Oh, I like that song.
I love that song too, but you just running around hell. Your own personal Jesus.
I would like to argue that point though, because I'm almost certain I've played a Doom WAD that used a MIDI of Personal Jesus, and it actually kind of worked shooting up hell to that song.
Hey, fair enough. You were the experience in this genre, so I will take your experience.
I've shot a lot of hell in my days.
But yeah, so I mean, this soundtrack's just fucking killer from beginning to end, and I really liked the levels felt like segmented, right?
Yeah,
it was like you would run forward and get some exposition from the skull, and you'd get to an area, and it was almost like a horde came at you, and it was you fight the horde until you're able.
It was very arena like. Like again, it's structured a lot like Doom Eternal. Like the gameplay loop, even the dashes and stuff owe a lot to Doom Eternal.
100%, and I really liked that each level of hell felt distinct.
Yes, and like different kinds of depressing ideas of hell. Like the first one was the ice cold world of Voke, I think, and the second one was Stygia, which was like lightning and static and all of that. And you got to like fiery ones and dusty ones and mechanical.
I like the mechanical hell.
Yeah,
like that was really cool. I think that's Acheron.
Yeah. I think that was Acheron. Yeah.
Super fucking weird but awesome fucking place. Like I really enjoyed that a lot.
And I think it's cool that when you get to the end of each of the stages, the aspect of the Red Judge that comes after you uses like elements of the level's theming in her attacks.
Yeah, man, some of those aspect fights, man.
Oh man, don't think
The
I've
one
gotten
with
into the hard
wind
ones.
really tricked me.
What was that, Willie? Sorry.
The one with wind really gave me a little bit of trouble. It didn't fail me, but it did give me trouble.
Was that?
But yeah, and then I think it was like level 4 or 5. I can't remember what it was called.
I think I remember the one you're talking about. The one that kicked my ass. I didn't die, but it kicked my ass. I think it was the Acheron one because it was all the different spinning cogs that you had to jump between with like the water coming at you. That one was a bitch.
Yeah, that was Acheron. Yeah, what I eventually figured out is you don't want to be on the same cog that the red judge is showing up on. Like, you just get to the side and pistol her, and it usually helps. Just boom, 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 reload, boom, boom, boom.
Or in my case, boom.
Oh, reloading
boom,
too.
Boom,
oh yeah, my
boom.
too. That's my favorite weapon, Persephone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Persephone the shotgun. Yeah, we should talk about the weapons a little bit.
I either used Persephone or just the base sword.
Terminus, yeah.
Yeah, you said the sword helps you out a lot.
Because
the sword's really good too because it does a little less damage than most of the other weapons, so it's good for setting enemies up for a slaughter, which is the game's glory kill equivalent. And that gets you back health and also is really good for your meter depending on how if you stack it with other combos especially.
And at the point that I had gotten to, I was at those lesser demons, the marionettes. I was able to just one-shot them with the sword, and then the vulnerability indicator would come up. So usually be like...
Yes.
It would be like R2, R3, R2, R3, and I would just have my health back.
That was a really good combo. Or if you could pull it off, like slashing one, then slashing the one next to it, and then doing slaughter back to back and getting the combo off of that.
Yeah, because your healing in this game is very finite if you don't learn how to do that.
Yeah, there are a few things called Styx crystals, which are just like green health pickups that show up like in an arena, but once you've spent them, you've spent them. So you really want to be, again, like in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, getting your health back by basically glory kills. But unlike those games, this game doesn't have limited ammo either. You have to reload, but you have infinite for whatever weapon you have.
Which is amazing.
So we'll start. We'll do the weapons. And the starting weapon is Paz, who's the narrator of the game. It's a skull you pick up at the very beginning. And like Dalton said, the cool thing about that is you can shoot it even when you're not shooting at anything, and it continues building your multiplier. Like, I think when you get to 4x, it doesn't increase, but it stops decreasing.
Yeah. It keeps it at the level it's at, basically, is what that's good for. And then if you find like a breakable and hit that, it might put you over where you start building up towards 8, and then the next one is when you build up towards 16, and that requires killing some enemies. But yeah.
And so that one does the least damage, but it shoots like a little fireball. It's a weak weapon that does damage at a distance, but not much. Then the second weapon you get's Terminus, which is the sword. And okay, so the rhythm for Pause is beat, 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 beat. It requires no reloading. You just keep on firing it on the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. The sword goes 1, 2, 3, wait. Because if you hit the 3, then you get a double attack on the 4th beat instead. And that one also doesn't require reloading. And the cool thing about that one is if you use its ultimate, the ultimate for that is just jump, 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 jump. Like the music even changes to something that's like 400 beats per minute for a second.
Yeah. Start getting some just blast beats.
Yeah. Third weapon is Terminus, the shotgun, and it is a video game shotgun, and the beat is...
You mean Persephone?
Bang, wait, bang. Damn it, Terminus is a sword, Persephone is a shotgun, thank you. We already said that once, and
I just
messed
like,
it up.
boom, boom.
Or as I've heard
boom,
Matthew
boom.
on Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast accidentally called a wrestler before Persephone.
Persephone, oh no. I think Persephone is the epitome of all.
Yeah, Persephone's a badass weapon.
Yeah, so it's a shotgun.
It's
it
really
does more damage
the
up
one
close.
that I gelled with the most out of all the ones that I picked
Yeah.
up. And it literally, it was a combination of melee, which I didn't like, that when I pressed LB to switch back to the sword, it switched to Paz, so I had to hit it twice. Because I didn't use Paz all that often. I used that like in an emergency, but really it was either melee or shotgun. And shotgun is what I would use to headshots with the shotgun was how I took down most of the aspects that I fought.
Yeah, the aspects, and it's also headshots with the shotgun is super good against the behemoths, I believe, the guys that run at you and like jump at you and slam their big ass weapon
those
around.
And the fast like green scyther like things. I kept calling them evil scyther.
Stalkers.
Evil scyther.
I hate.
Yeah, scythers. Yes, they got the little green slashers.
Hated them because they kept
that was
teleporting.
my worst enemy. Mm-hmm. And the bigger and more open the space is, the worse their teleports get for you. Like there's trials you can do to get special abilities called torments, and I feel like those guys ruined most of my trials when I lost them.
So, do you want to explain the torment system a little bit? Because I didn't do those at all.
Yes, but hold on.
I'll get to that when I get to the
let's
end of
finish
weaponry.
weapons first.
Oh, we're not done with weapons? Holy crap!
Nah, there's like 2 or 3
No,
more.
we're on 3. There's 6 weapons without the DLC, I think.
That's right. There's the gun thing, the dual guns, which I didn't like. There's the crossbow that I didn't like. Sorry, go on.
The revolvers. I forgot what the revolvers were called. They had a cool name. Everything had a cool name. I'm gonna open up a page so I can give the cool names and stuff.
Those actually had names like Persephone. Like the guns had names like human names.
Yeah, they just had like a people.
It
name.
was Date.
No, it was Orthrus and Cerberus, the hounds.
Yeah.
And, he's kind of like a ebony and ivory for Dante. It's like you're dual wielding pistols, and the rhythm for that is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, click reload. And like, so you basically that's like for headshotting, it's for more distant enemies, it's for more precision based attacks. Pretty good against bosses, I found, especially if you can't get really up close and personal with them. I don't know. I kind of liked it. And then that one had a cool, the ultimate for that one, basically, you just create a stand of the unknown, and she just sits there and keeps on going bang, 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 bang while you do the rest of your shit.
Yeah, I found that helpful in some situations, too.
Oh, I should have said Persephone's ultimate, too. Persephone's ultimate is just, it fires just this massive, basically, just a big cannon shot wonderful. That glows, and he just tears through shit. It's really good for clearing out, like, enemies that are below the elite class. And actually, it clears out the elite class of the gun guy, the fireball guy in one shot too. The guy with the shield.
Yeah. If you
it'll clear.
If you hit the berserker with it, it sets them up for a expert or a glory kill. What?
Slaughter.
Yeah, slaughter. Thank you.
Yeah. The next weapon was the Hellcrow, which I thought was the hardest one to use. And so the idea behind it is a pair of throwing scythes that apparently contain the soul of a lost demon or whatever.
Yeah, hated those.
Yeah, and the timing of it was really weird because they boomerang. And so what you do is like 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, wait. And those beats in the middle, the 3, 4s, those are the weapon coming back. But the problem I had is a lot of the times I would go 1, 2, and then see the E for, do a glory kill, but then the return shot would fuck up my glory kill, so I wouldn't be able to use them. So that was pretty much my least favorite weapon to use, especially in the torments. And then the ultimate for that is just, it creates a big, just a tornado of crows around you. Yeah,
like a whirlwind around you.
A hurricane. Yeah, it's a tornado of souls.
What was the name of the crossbow?
And the crossbow, the other weapon was the Vulcan. And basically, it's a crossbow, it shoots explosive weapons, and it has the strangest rhythm of all the weapons in the game. Because it is basically shoot, it'll automatically reload after two volleys, and then you want to hit the reload button on the 4th beat. So it's bang, bang, wait, reload, bang, bang, wait, reload. And it's a really awkward beat compared to most of the other ones.
Yeah, I like I said, I found the shotgun to be the easiest to keep on beat with the boom, chick, boom, chick, boom.
Yeah, because it just fits the metal beats. It's like you're either kick, snare, snare, or snare, kick. And you can start, I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to start on the one beat. You can start on the kick beats or the snare beats or whatever, just as long as you're on the quarter notes of the 4/4 times. And all the songs are 4/4 time signature.
I would usually wait for, and this is going to make sense to y'all, because you can see my hand, but I'll try to do it with my mouth too. But I would wait and be like dun 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 dun. I always waited for the beginning of the riff to hit there. And that's just because I'm used to.
Yeah, I felt stronger on the ones.
As playing guitar, waiting to come in for the song, and I'll wait for the and that's when you come in. So yeah, that's the one was easier for me to find.
I feel like if I was picking something up, I would do the ones, but if I was panicking, I would start on the snares. Clapping on the downbeats.
That's my next punk band name.
But I feel like the shotgun especially, clapping on the downbeats.
Downbeats.
Or just the downbeats. The downbeat sounds like a ska band. But yeah, like the shotgun felt especially good because it would be like if you hit it on the bass drum, like, poof, 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 and just something about that rhythm. Just it really sings to me in a way that like there. And then there's DLC weapons. There's the red right hand, which is a machine gun, and Telos, which is a bow. And I have no idea what their beats are because we didn't play with the DLC.
Yeah, I didn't have the DLC,
So there's 2 DLCs. They add a weapon, some songs, and some costumes, but they don't, I think, add new levels or enemies or anything. And then there's the music one that you mentioned, the Essential Hits pack, which just adds a strange eclectic selection of songs. Also, like half of the Dusk soundtrack is in here. If you beat a level, you can change over to Dusk music, which that's neat. I didn't end up using it, but I thought it was a neat thing to have.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I might do that when I go back and replay levels, just if I get kind of, tired of hearing the same song over and over like you sometimes do.
Now, what about the torments when you had mentioned those, or Mik mentioned them?
So each stage, when you clear one of the hells, it unlocks 3 torments, which are basically things you can equip in your loadout alongside your weapons. So, or it gives you a boon if you complete them, or I think it's called a sigil. And so what happens is, like, one of them will be something along the lines of, there are 7 archdevils, each one has their own sigil, and you have to complete tasks that are themed around those archdevils. And like one of them is the greed one. And so it takes away your weapons over the course of the torment. You'll have like 20 seconds to kill 30 demons. You'll gain like 4 seconds back every time you kill one, but after you kill 5, it'll take away your shotgun, and then it'll take away your Hellcrow, and then it'll take away your sword or something like that.
Ooh. Okay. So they're like challenges.
Yeah, but then if you finish it, you also get... Yeah, they're quick arena challenges, kind of like... there were similar challenges in Doom Eternal, too, to pick up boons, and I can't remember what they were called in that. I think
does clearing them make your playthrough easier?
Yes, you can equip 2 boons, and there are things like... One of them, my favorite one, is from Relic Thief. Relic Thief is the challenge where you don't gain ultimate the normal way, but there are little power-ups you can pick up. There are like 3 of them to the level. If you pick them up, you have the ultimate power, or you can just go unlimited ammo without reloading for a while. So you can just baka, choom, without having to deal with the 6 shots and reload timing.
Okay. So they're worth doing because they're going to make the harder levels easier.
Right. So if you have the Relic Thief boon, that preserves a hit streak for one... No, that one isn't the one that preserves hit streak. It's the one that gains you hit streak power-ups earlier.
Okay.
So, like, instead of having to get a 7 combo to get increased Fury, if you have the level 3 one, you only need a 4 combo, and your Fury starts going down at a lower rate.
Okay.
And then there's one that preserves your hit streak so you can hit 1, 2, or 4 times before your hit streak goes away. Although I think if you shoot off beat, you still automatically lose it.
Gotcha.
And there's like little things like that are kind of helpful, and... at least they end up working out well for my playstyle. Those are the 2 I used, and I did get those up to level 3. But there's one of the missions that's like, only kills with your weapon's ultimate counts. And that includes for the timer, too.
Geez.
So you have 20 seconds, and that means you have to build ultimate, then hopefully line up multiple enemies to kill with one ultimate shot.
Okay, so these aren't playing through the whole level.
No, they're little arenas, just little bitty.
Okay.
Like 20,
that makes
challenges.
it much, because that's why I didn't go into them, because I'm like, I don't want to play through this level again. I didn't realize they were smaller challenges.
But it does use the weapons, it does use the music from that level, so the BPM you just got used to if you just play the level.
Gotcha.
It prescribes you specific weapons, and a lot of the times you won't have pause as an option, so... But that doesn't turn out to be a problem, because it also has a fixed Fury meter. You don't have the Fury meter, it just gives you 8x multiplier, 16x multiplier the whole time.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And even if it gives you a lower multiplier, it does always give you the vocals, I think.
Real quick, this is just the guitar player in me. We talked a lot about the vocalists. We need to give a shout out to Two Feathers, whoever Two Feathers is.
Yeah, so that's the band that's the musician that did the music other than the vocal parts for every song. And that's also why the songs have a very coherent theming to them, too, because it's essentially a concept album by that band, but with a bunch of really cool guest vocalists.
Yeah, which is fucking cool. It was like, oh, we have this idea. Let's just make it a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. The final boss was interesting. way more bullet helly than I expected. Like, I had already come into some of it, but like, holy shit, did the last boss have a lot of bullet hell stuff to it. But I found the ending relatively. I mean, it was okay. Apparently, the DLCs go into more of what happens at the end, but I guess I'm either like was looking at my phone or something, because in the final cutscene, Paz is a dude. He's not a skull anymore, and I'm just like, word, okay. I must have missed something.
Well, I thought the whole purpose was going through hell just to regain who you are, or escaping from hell to regain who you are. What the Unknown is going through to recover her voice, her lost voice, and Paz is going through with her just to find who he is, like find himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
They regain their memories alongside of parts of their voice, and if you follow the whole plot, you do kind of figure out who they're supposed to be, or who they're analogous to, at least.
Okay.
And apparently there are hidden things in the levels called coats of arms, and if you collect them, you get more lore info. I only found one, and that's when I replayed the first level on the easy mode to try to get the 50 combo.
I found 4 of them.
I found 2.
You got better than me.
One,
I think they were easier to find on LAM is the thing. So.
I wouldn't surprise me. And not only that, I only ever I stopped like paying attention to what they gave me, because after I found the first one and it gave me a skin for Paz. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
I think it just gives you weapon skins. And
then
it's weapon skins.
Grabbed another one, and it only gave me lore. It didn't give me any skin. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I found so the only thing I ever got was that Paz skin.
What is the Paz skin, by the way? You need 2, and I only found 1.
He just looked like...
He looks slightly different.
It put horns on him with like glowing eyes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That sounds good.
Yeah, it was nifty. I really fucking enjoyed my time with this game. I really did. Is there anything we haven't touched on? Anything we wanted to get to that I'm not thinking about at the moment?
I would like to talk about some technical issues I had with the game. It didn't really run as well as my computer as I would have liked. I continually had crashes throughout, and I think this is just Unity games don't always work as well under Proton as well as you'd like, and so I was constantly fiddling with the settings. I eventually got it to stop crashing by completely turning off the motion blur effect entirely, because I noticed it was crashing on summons and on slaughters and on dashes, so I figured out it was motion blur. But then, even then, the last level, when I actually did beat the final boss level, I actually had an issue where the game did desync, and the audio half stopped working, so it was crackling and static instead of music for half of it, whenever a sound effect was playing. So when I got to the final boss fight, I was like... crackly, just trying to tap my foot to the beat like you mentioned. And then like occasionally Surge would kick in because everyone shut up for a minute. I'm like, okay, following Surge.
God, that sucks.
So I was shocked that I beat the final boss, considering it was a much more grindy battle than the rest of the fights against the Red Judge.
Yeah, I can't even fucking imagine playing like that, so kudos to you.
I even tried like changing it over to my TV, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't sound as staticky in my ears, but it's still not giving me the music I need.
Huh? And so is that just, you said that's just a Unity Linux issue? You think?
Yeah, I think so, because I had to set up like an async thing to stop. Basically, what would happen was the game would like freeze for a moment, and then it would then start moving again, but then the Unity crash handler would come up also. And so I think basically it was dropping the GPU for a minute, essentially. And I don't know what to do about that. So I turned off like the async or whatever. And all that did was, instead of crashing that time, it basically crashed the audio. So I don't really know how to make it not crash, but it only did that in the last 2 hells. So at least there's that.
Oh, I didn't make it to the last 2 hells, but I was going to say, I played on Linux. I didn't have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I did a bunch of weird little things to it, too. And I suspect a lot of it has to do with NVIDIA drivers in general, just not being up to snuff where they should be. Because I didn't bother trying to change my NVIDIA to roll back to a different version. I tried a bunch, like, rolling back to different Proton versions instead. So there probably is a better solution than what I did. Well, we'll have to ask Dane sometime, because I'm sure he knows a lot more about getting Unity games to work under Linux than I do. And I was struggling when I played Barry. Like, I had to basically add that as a non-Steam game to Steam and run it through Steam's idea of Proton, because I couldn't get it to work out of Lutris. So, yeah.
Might be one of those situations where you might want to try out that mini PC I sent you and see if that helps you.
Yeah, I've got it right here next to me. I just haven't yet installed it. I like was trying to decide exactly what I want to do with it. So, because I mean, I don't know what it's capable of yet. I've got it here as kind of like a backup, but I would like to play with it and test it out soon.
It has a Windows. Like it does have Windows 11 on it, but
I might be able to configure it to dual boot or something. It's like right over here.
You could probably do that. Yeah.
It's the cutest damn thing. I love it. It just looks like a little Macintosh Plus. It's adorable.
I was about to say, what dongle did I send you? But I sent you that controller.
Yes, I think it's for the Steam controller.
Yeah. That's what it's for.
Okay, that makes sense. And then there is the power plug too. I removed it before I picked it back up. The AC adapter is here.
Oh,
that's cool. So that is like, I mean, the biggest problem I had was just I had to mess with the settings a bunch, and I still didn't really get it working how I wanted. And it wouldn't have been so bad if it didn't mean that like I had to run through Acheron 5 times because I had 3 crashes and 1 death.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's a little brutal.
And all the crashes were when I was really kicking ass too. So like when I at least got to the boss, I'm like, okay, well at least I finally have your ass. But yeah, it was crash, then death at the boss, then crash, then a relatively easy win. But again, at least that one had the Whip Ass Lamb of God soundtrack song.
That's true. That song did rock ass.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
But even then, I got tired of hearing about the Red River of Acheron because I'm like, I've already played through this shit. Acheron. The song whips ass, though. Great soundtrack. And the only thing is that the torments will also make you a little annoyed at the songs because it's the same 30 seconds the bit's repeating.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, my original goal was to finish all the Hells and all the Torments before we recorded, but I decided just to finish the Hells, and even then I only got there like 10 minutes before we recorded.
You got farther than I did.
You put in a noble effort. I wouldn't say you did nothing for the show.
I was surprised.
Like, we both basically started playing the game seriously at around the same time. It's just I had more time to devote and you had shit to work on.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know. This is one of those games where, like, it's the same with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and why I haven't gotten a lot of progress in that game is I just need to be able to sit. And, like, I have forgotten how to relax. I don't know how to just sit and turn on a game and say, I'm going to enjoy myself for the next X amount of hours. I have forgotten how to do that.
Well, it's a good thing we have a nice light and easy game coming up next week so that you can just really chill out and enjoy it.
Or I could chill out and just not be on that episode.
I was gonna say, I already told him he doesn't have to play it. We already know he's a big, massive punani and can't handle himself some Dark Souls, so it's okay.
I mean, I'm half tempted to give it a shot, but there's a lot going on in the next couple of weeks, and I want to devote some time to the channel, so I do appreciate the break.
Yeah, that's why I also was like, when you said you were sick this morning, I like really was focused in on like, okay, we need to push it if he can't make it, because I don't want him to feel like he has to miss 3 episodes in a row. Then I think he would start to feel weird about it.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about Dark Souls more in a few minutes.
I definitely wanted to make sure you were on this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm powering through. Just a little bit of coughing in between talking, but
I mean, you sounded a little weak when you got in, but you seem on your game. Just a little coffee.
I mean, I'm ready to raid if you guys are.
Dalton, where were you at? You had like something else you wanted to bring up?
Nope.
I think then, I think that does bring us to ratings then, because I don't know what else we can do. I think we've pretty much touched everything. I think we have definitely given you an idea of if this sounds like the kind of game you would enjoy it about as much as you think you would.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'll go first. I really, really enjoyed this. This is one of I had a lot of, probably the most fun that I've had with the Booberschumer, as we call him around here, since playing. My mind just fucking blanked. It's the one that I bought for you, Willie. Was it Bloodshed?
Oh yeah, Bloodshed. The one that was like a Survivors and a Boomer shooter at the same time.
That one.
Yes. Oh, that was a blast, dude.
That game was awesome, and I haven't had that much fun in a Boomer shooter since we played that. No offense to Medieval or anything, but I really, really had a lot of fun with this. And I mean, you give me good heavy metal, I'm a fucking happy boy. I made the joke to you. I said this game's soundtrack alone gives it a 7. Bass would be a 7.5, but it's got Serge Tankian in it. But the gameplay is really fun too. Can't say it's a perfect game though. So
right.
I'm going to give this a solid 8.5 Persephones out of 10 Devil Horns. Just really fucking good. What about you, Will?
That's the number I was thinking too. I mean, again, it's so much fun. I wouldn't want to directly compare it to a lot of the boomer shooters we played for the game show. It was a little bit more like Bloodshed, where it was a mixed genre piece that worked really well and blended both of them together in a way that really worked. Because we've had some games we played for the show that didn't work as well as we would like. Like, it turns out Metroidvania plus pinball doesn't
I was about to
quite
say
work for
Yoku's Island Adventure. Yeah.
I still liked Yoku's Island Express, but there were just times when the conceit should have dropped off. Like it was what I wanted. This game was a rip-roaring trip through hell with a shotgun, like with the heavy metal music playing and a lot of beats and a lot of arcadey stuff that I feel like you could practice and get better at. I didn't even discover all of the combos in the codex, so there are more ways to gain extra rage and extra score and multiplier that I don't even know about yet. And I felt like I found a lot of them, the more obscure ones too, because I even found shit like do a kill by slaughter and then a kill by explosive crystal in the next frame or beat.
Oh, that's impressive.
So like there's some crazy shit in there. Oh yeah, also one thing I wanted to mention, there's a special combo that you can only usually dash once every other beat, but if you dash directly on the beat, you can triple or infinitely dash on the beat until you mess up the timing of it. And I think that's neat.
Oh, yeah. And the iframes for it were nice too.
Yeah. I don't think the iframes gave it to you all the way to the next beat though, because I was still getting hit as I was dashing. But the dash was really useful, and especially if you combined it with shooting and moving and jumping and all of that at the same time. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I've got to say it's a 8.5 Forgetful Skulls out of 10 hells, dude. Like, I think if you think you'll like this game, you will like this game. Like, it does what it's trying to do as hard as it possibly could.
Yeah, agreed. Mick, how about you?
So, my son was watching me play this game, and he said two things about it that really stuck with me while he was watching me play. Number one, Daddy, I really like the music. And,
Nice.
And number two, Daddy, your game is too loud. I can't watch TV. So
Yeah, that's valid.
I'm going to give it 8. Daddy, I like the music. Out of 10. Daddy, your game is too loud. I can't watch TV.
Fair enough, man. But for the memes of it,
That's higher than Star Fox 64 got.
That's true.
for
That one was
Sorry, Jeff.
Daddy, I don't like the way the lips move.
Good luck.
for the memes though, there are 3 of us, and we each gave this game a 6.
Yeah. The problem is it's too
Yeah.
good for that, but giving it a 666 would be
That's
funny.
what I'm saying. It's like for the lulls.
Though if you do remember, I did on my very first appearance give Doom 2 a 667 out of 666. So we have that covered.
Yeah. So the next game that we're going to be diving into is, and I can hear Dane's boner growing already. It's Dark Souls Remastered.
I felt it throbbing on the coast.
Dark Souls Remastered. I have started up in it, and to give you a tease for next episode, I messaged Dane, and I said, Dane, I am insert location here, and I am fucking lost. Where the fuck am I? And he says, Dalton, congratulations. You picked the worst possible way to go starting off the game, and probably the hardest thing you could have done. But did you beat insert name? Yes, I did, after about 9 tries. Okay, well, at least you now have insert name of item way earlier than you're supposed to. But I would turn around and head back if I were you. So, after lots of searching, I did. But oh my god, all day today, I spent all of my time trying to figure out how to get out of this one fucking area. And to me, that's just Dark Souls in a nutshell. So I look forward to talking about it more.
Not being very experienced with Dark Souls 1, I'm like, let's see, is it a terrible swamp? Is it a terrible graveyard? Is it a terrible keep? It could be anything as long as it sucks.
It's going to be terrible, though.
Yeah, it's gonna. I'm looking forward to this, man. We had too much fun in hell. Now we need a grim place that sucks.
Yeah, let's go from hell to grim
Just a
dark.
sad, bleak place.
I have already found Solaire, though, so that was my one gleaning light in the darkness, literally and figuratively. Praise the sun.
Praise the sun. Dalton started to do the gesture, but then he started to like not be able to lift his hands above his shoulders. So, okay, there you go.
It does. He's weird. He like turns his hands backwards, and he's like,
Yeah, you're right.
I'm
I always
I'm
just
half-
kind of do like this because I'm
half tempted to
used to, like,
play
doing
the
slash
game
zero slash.
just so I understand the meme.
I think Nate's also playing along, but probably not going to be on the episode. So, you know, there's plenty of room for that. People, play Dark Souls with us. If you invade me and kill me, I will ban you from the Discord.
I'm going to be honest with you. If I play this game, it will be on the Switch. Because I'm very curious to see how that game handles on the Switch, especially the Switch 2.
I thought you were going to be like,
That seems like a
if
good
I play
candidate.
this game, it's going to be offline and with cheats. But
You know what? That too. I've half thought about just downloading it on Steam, taking the Steam Deck offline, and just freaking using a cheat deck or Wiimod or something.
Wiimod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. But, and before I go into plugs in the Discord, I do want to say we now have a new poll.
Yes.
And on that poll is, which by the way,
We had a farm. Yeah.
the last winner was Critter Cove. So literally the next 2 poll winner games are like cozy life sim games.
What was the other
Star
one?
Sand Island.
Oh, wow. Back-to-back Star Sand and Critter Cove. I mean, back-to-back in the sense of how often we get to pull games.
Yeah.
So back-to-back is in back-to-back seasons,
So
essentially.
we have like Chinese Stardew Valley, and then we have furry Stardew Valley.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. They're both really, really cute games. And will be good to just like have a game that's kind of relaxing to play.
My weird secret is the title Critter Cove, I guess because it's kind of adjacent to Candle Cove sounding. I keep thinking that's a secret horror game because a lot of cute-looking games are these days.
Let me tell you, from what I've played of that game, if it came out to be a secret horror game, it would completely shock me, and it would be one of the best fucking left turns in gaming history.
I feel like most devs these days are responsible enough to have a disclaimer up front, so...
Yeah, it's like when you load up old DDLC, and it's like, this game has shitty things in it. You're like, really?
Yeah, I was thinking DDLC and Aversion both have like a warning up top, so...
But the current poll that's up right now is A Hat in Time, which is a 3D collective fun platformer.
Very cute looking.
God of War.
The original?
That's a series we haven't done for the show, right?
No,
I mean, that's a big one.
And no, not the original. Mick, it's the reboot.
Oh,
that came out
thank
for
God,
PS4.
because I've beaten the original so many times.
A game that has been on the poll multiple times. Trillion, God of Destruction.
I still love the conceit of that one so much. Like, it sounds so fascinating.
Right? It's like, here's a weird, like, very anime / like dating simi / monster raising type game, but there's just one boss and he has 1 trillion health. Good luck. It's like, that's just cool. Yeah, it's a cool concept. Mega Man X Legacy Collection,
Oh,
Throw in some for the old school console gamers.
which I almost thought if that were to win,
Yeah, which will we cover like a specific game, or would we all do a different
I was thinking
one, or how
we
would
could
we
each
handle
pick a game, like each pick one of the games from the Legacy, because since it's the Legacy collect, or we could split it up like we did the Crash
1 to
one.
4. Is it 1 to 4?
Uno momento.
Because I think it's Legacy Collection and Legacy Collection 2.
Mega Man Legacy Collection, or Mega Man X Legacy Collection, excuse me, is 1 through 4.
And then 5, 6, 7, and 8 are in the second one.
Yes, I believe so.
Damn, I didn't know you were a math teacher too.
I went through a Mega Man X phase at one point in my life.
See, and that's the thing.
Many people
I like
did.
Mega Man, but I've never really messed with Mega Man X. So
It has more movement controls and stuff. It might actually grab me in a way that the old Mega Mans didn't.
well, for instance, when we played what was it? Was it Neon Abyss? Like that reminded me of Mega Man's style of platforming.
I can see that,
so
yeah.
I mean, if it's but you had more movement in that game was what I'm getting at. So if Mega Man X is more kind of like that, I could kind of get behind that. But the other poll choice is a little game called Just Cause 2, and it's only got 1 vote right now, and that is criminal to me because let me just tell you that in Just Cause 2 you can do so many ridiculous things. You have a grappling hook that you can shoot to something and then shoot to something else and connect them together, right? So bad guys shooting at you, connect them to your plane and take off and watch their car just hang below your plane and then just drop them and they fall and explode to their death.
Every bit of footage I've ever seen of Just Cause 2 in particular seems like it's like prank simulator if the guy from Home Alone just really became a massive multi-murderer.
Yes. Yeah, dude. Take a bunch. You see a bunch of canisters that look like if you shoot them, they'll fly up into the air and explode. Attach 4 of those to a dude that's shooting at you, and then shoot them and watch them take him up into the air and spin him in a wild circle, and then blow him up. You could also do that
Pranked.
with cows. I have attached one to a cow's tail and watched it do the circle behind the cow. Like there's all kinds of wild shit you can do in Just Cause 2, and there's Easter eggs in it that are really cool. Like I would love to see if you guys could find the island from Lost.
I don't know if I'd recognize it. I've never seen Lost.
Neither have I.
I don't know what said Lost there.
Well, me and my buddy
I watched
Dustin.
it years ago.
This would be a funny anecdote. I won't go into what we were doing when we were playing it, but even an anecdote for that episode was it was a fun episode or a fun day that involved drugs. But we were playing Just Cause 2, and we flew over this island, and we were looking at it. We're like, that's fucking weird. And Dustin's Googling it while I'm playing, and he just goes, "Oh, apparently that's supposed to be the like a representation of the island from Lost." And I was like, weird but cool. So yeah.
I feel like Just Cause would be one of those, like, it reminds me of Hitman in the sense that it is a prank-enabling game. You can prank dudes really hard.
Yeah, it's like you have an objective, but how you get there is an absolute sandbox. Have fun.
Yeah. Sandbox is probably the word I wanted to, but for some reason, prank simulator is what came to mind. Just because you get to mischief. Really violent mischief.
Yeah, really violent. Like in Hitman, hitting people, like killing people with a fish and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, that sort of shit. Yes.
Or the briefcase that's a homing briefcase, so when you throw it goes around corners and shit. Fantastic stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, Just Cause, Ricardo Rodriguez. Like, I think that could be really fun. So if I was going to sway the vote, it would be towards that, but that's just me.
I mean, if I want to sway the vote, I'm really excited to try Hat in Time, but most of these sound really good, so I'm not going to try to sway the vote too much.
I'd sway the vote toward God of War.
I thought God of War was going to run away with it, and then...
Me too, just because I thought God of War or Just Cause would, because I feel like the most famous of the ones there.
But nah, man. Right now, Mega Man is in the lead, so...
Wow. Alrighty then.
But yeah, so that just leaves some house cleaning, and then we can get on up out of here, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk about some Dark Souls. So if you would do us a favor, actually, first and foremost, Mik, plug your channel.
Oh, Team Retrogue on YouTube. 10K subs by September. Let's fucking go.
LFG. Willie, you got anything you'd like to plug?
Shout out to the mockingbird that lives at the Taco Bell that I hear at 1 o'clock. It also fools my Merlin app, and I think it's really funny.
Hell yeah.
I'm very pro Mockingbird lately. They're very funny. The way they do like all their little songs in a row is just very, very cute and cool.
At least if it doesn't cry, I'll sing you a lullaby. iTunes and Spotify, leave us a review wherever you find your podcast. It really does help us out in the algorithm, helps people find the show because honestly, social media sucks and I don't like using it all that much. But the Discord, now I do use Discord. You want to come join in on the shenanigans and enjoy the jokes, the fun, and the conversation, and vote on the polls. bit.ly/TSMP Discord. That's TSMP DISCORD, all capital letters. That'll get you an invite in, and you get to come in and talk to us, have fun. It's probably the best way to literally have an interaction with us because I don't really check Twitter that often. I know, Willie, you never get on social media, and Mik, Mik's probably the easiest to talk to on social media out of the three of us.
I'm on Discord quite a bit. Maybe not so much the Steam Machine Discord these days, but yeah, I'm on Discord. I post to socials. I don't know if I check them. I'm bad at internet.
You don't say. That's why you're a YouTuber, right? Those who can't Twitch, YouTube.
Fuck off, Dalton.
And those who can't teach gym.
That one at least.
It's from School of Rock.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm most excited about when this podcast ends? We got buttered popcorn, and I'm gonna pop some buttered popcorn and put it in a bowl and just drink the rest of this Diet Coke while I eat some buttered popcorn and watch some stupid shit on YouTube, and it's gonna be great.
Wonderful.
I'm going to have some ice cream after this show.
Ooh, do you have a flavor in mind?
Right now the one in the freezer is the Tonight Dough.
So
is that a Ben and Jerry's? I don't recognize
Ben
that.
and Jerry's.
That is a Ben and Jerry's, yeah.
It's the Jimmy Fallon flavor.
I was gonna say, even though I've never heard of it, that sounds more like a Ben and Jerry's flavor than anything I've ever heard.
I actually had some ice cream. After we get done, I'm going to have a turkey sandwich. But before we went live, I had ice cream. And it was Bluebell, blackberry with fudge streaks and chocolate chips.
That sounds pretty damn good.
Fire.
I'll go ahead and say the last ice cream I had was Dairy Queen Blizzard, flavor of those drumstick ice cream cones.
Oh, I love a
So
drumstick.
kind of like a graham cracker, chocolate, and nut flavor. It's pretty
Dude,
good.
I love a drumstick. Fuck, that's one of my favorite ways to
good
ingest
shit.
vanilla ice cream.
Wholly agree. The little chocolate coating on the inside of the graham crackery cone is just very
and
nice
the
stuff.
chocolate tip at the end. Oh,
Yes. Oh, hell yeah, dude. The extra chocolatey bit at the end. That rules. Yes,
that
you
last
get it,
little
dude.
snack treat. Yeah, that is the last little treat.
Yeah, it's not an ice cream cone. It's just a little chocolate cone. A little cone just full of chocolate for
The
you.
only thing that I wish they would do, and maybe I could write the company and they would give me a check for $1 million because I think this is a good idea, is so I know that's from them coating the inside, the chocolate just pools at the bottom. Drop a couple peanuts in there. Just if you're going to already sprinkle them over the top, just in that final little bite, just drop a couple peanuts in there.
One bonus nut, because you get all your nuts at the top, and then you're nutless. But maybe make it like a nut sandwich. I see what you're getting.
Just
at.
in that last little bite, even if it was just like a sprinkling of like 3 or 4 of those little pieces of peanut, just in there, just to have that last little crunch in there with your chocolate, along with the graham or whatever the waffle cone is. But
I don't know why I think it's graham cracker. I don't think it actually is, but I don't eat a lot of ice cream, so I'm an idiot.
But anyways, you want to donate to the show, help us keep the lights on, and support us? We would very much appreciate that. Patreon is the way to do that. Is patreon.com/the Steam Machine Podcast, or you can just go on there and search for us. I'm sure we show up by this point. We've been on there long enough. If you donate $1 or more a month, you get the episodes early, and you get the banter in the beginning that is just for the Patreon sections. And if you do $10 a month, you get that plus your name read on each and every episode, like these wonderful people: Nate Cogsworth, the 7th of June-iper, Jeff, the original Expendable, Mr. Syllables, old Jeffy Lube. Also, he is a duck. The man who erased his nickname, now the Wolverine, formerly known as Logan Joreid, a.k.a. LittleLoManiac. Ariesoradam, shout out to his podcast, Spectre Approved. Team Retrogue, check him out over on YouTube. Mr. Puzzles, Dane himself, Flyin Brian, Doran Gray, and Fenris the Healer from the Isles of Bama. Shout out also to his podcast, Spectre Approved. You guys are very, very much appreciated. Buy a shirt, tsmpproductions.threadless.com. Shout out to Dane and Jeff's Media Dump. We'll be back.
Hold on. I can end the show with this little tidbit.
Oh.
I am on. I put myself on the potential list for a Steam machine. I want to buy a Steamy sticker to put on it.
Okay. tsmpproductions.threadless.com. You can get you a Steamy sticker, I believe, on there.
I'm gonna get myself a Steamy sticker for my Steam machine.
Hell yeah. Put your Steam machine on your Steam machine so you can Steam machine while you Steam machine.
That's exactly why I said it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your house cleaning.
No, you're okay. I'm interested in the Steam machine, but like my wallet is not.
I had to sell a $1,900 handheld, and I did not get $1,900 for it, but I got enough to put towards Steam machine.
Hell yeah.
So
Good luck.
So now I just have to, actually get like approved to purchase one.
Right. They gotta check, make sure you're not a terrorist, all that stuff. It's like TSA, but for a video game.
Oh no, it's a random thing. Like literally, I signed
lottery,
up.
yeah.
I signed up for a lottery. I gotta hope my name is picked.
Ah, okay. Like the draft. I got you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man. Speaking of drafts, Willie, your games are still killing it, dude.
I cannot believe the auto draft did so good for me.
To quickly run through that before we pop up out of here. Right now, in first place is DJ Knuckles. Second place is Cody. Third place is Brian. Then me. Then Mik. Then Madoc and Queen. Then you, Willie. Then Kana. Then Adam. Then Dane. But for projected points,
I have a lot of pending shit.
for
Yeah.
projected points, you are in second.
Cool. That's still pretty good.
Which is just nuts. The upcoming releases are Rhythm Heaven Groove, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, and Densh Attack. So we'll see.
All
We'll see
right.
how it's going. You are not on auto pick for the rest of your list, though. I don't think. I might be able to set that up for you, though, if you just want to ride auto the whole way and see what it does. But
I don't know. Well, we'll have to talk about it off air because I might have some decisions to make. I need to learn what else I can actually do to interact with the game going forward.
no worries, dude. All right, well, we'll be back in 2 weeks with Dark Souls Remastered and Mr. Puzzles, as long as the schedules line up. And until then, everybody, do me a favor. Get out there and why don't you go take her easy.
deeper